Let's get started with Think Central Lesson 7.5 overview. Yeah, first thing we're going to be working on how to graph coordinate pairs here. So the only thing you really need to know is in alphabetical order, x comes before y. So this is the x-axis right here. This axis is the x-axis, that comes first, and then this axis is the y-axis, that comes second. I always say you have to walk into the building before you can go up, like that. So remember that, and here we go. So the ordered pair to find 9, 6. The first coordinate represents the distance along the x-axis. The blank or blank axis. The horizontal axis here, and the x or horizontal axis. I think that's horizontal. The second coordinate represents the distance along which axis? It's the y-axis going up and down. Right there, and that's the vertical axis. Looking at Think Central, the second axis is the y-axis along the vertical, and the x-axis is the horizontal. So just remember x first, y second. Now plotting points on a coordinate plane, you always start at the origin. Origin is 0, 0. Move to the right along the x-axis first. That would be 3. So the x-axis would be 3, and then go up 2. So the point would be 3, 2. And there it is. The x-axis is 3 over here. Y-axis is 2. And there is point B right there. Plotting point M. Start the origin, 0, 0. Move over 6, and then up 5. So the point should be located at point 6, 5. And here's Think Central's answer. Again, x first, y second, 6, 5. Plotting point J. This time they give us the coordinate pair of 6, 4. So you start the origin, go over 6 along the x-axis, and up 4 along the y-axis. And point J would be located right there. And there is point J located at 6, 4. Find out the location of point K. So it's x, y. It's 5, 6, origin, go over 5, then go up 6. Point K is going to be right there. Looking at Think Central, they also show us the answer. So go the horizontal axis over 5, and then up the vertical axis 6 to get to point K at X. Question 6, you're locating 8, 0. So X, in this case, start the origin and go over 8. But because y is 0, you don't go up or down. You stay on that x-axis. Anytime you see a coordinate point of 0 for y, it's going to be along the horizontal axis. If it was 0 for x, it would be along the vertical axis. And there is the location of point L, located at 8, 0. Now this time, the question they're asking is identify which of the following angles is acute. Acute is less than 90 degrees. So, and you identify angles either by saying all points together, for example, DTF, or it could be FTD, or you can identify the angle just by the vertex, which would be T, angle T. So this is a right angle here, so that is not less than 90 degrees. That forms a right angle. This is a straight angle. It's 180 degrees, and this angle here is obtuse. It is greater than 90. So the only one that makes sense is angle DTF or FTD or angle T. And they're showing us that they agree that they named the angle DTF. Most books, though, most advanced books just name the angle by the vertex. So a more intelligent way to say that is angle T. Question 8, they're asking us to find the distance. So in order to find the distance between point A and point B, you can either count the units here, 3, or you can subtract the y coordinate. So you subtract 4 from 7 to get a distance of 3. To find the distance along this line segment, A to C, you're going to subtract the x coordinates to show the difference between x, which is 2 to 7. So the length of AB would be 7 minus 4, or 3, and the distance of AC would be 7 minus 2, which would be 5. So in this, the answer's here. You subtract the coordinate, the point of the x-axis from the other point of the x-axis. So you notice, so here they say, since the distance a, well, spend a little time reading this. The y-coordinate of point A is 7, and the y-coordinate of point B is 4. So subtract the y-coordinate from B from the y-coordinate from A to get the length of AB. And this, for this one, subtract the x-coordinate of A from the x-coordinate of C to get the line length of the segment AC. All right, Puzzled Penguin, last problem. He thinks in order to complete this shape here, he's going to put a point at 7, 3, but he mixed up the x and y coordinates. If you look here, you need a point right here, so he needs to actually go 3 over and 7 up. So he went 7, 3, but it should be 3, 7. So point 7, 3 is not correct because it does not form a square. The point 7, 3 is, well, that doesn't work. 0.73 is correct. That's not true. 0.73 is not correct because it's not form a square. You listed the coordinates in the wrong order. That is what Puzzled Penguin did wrong. He did yx instead of xy. So he should put the point at 3 and 7. All right, and that shows the answer that we got there. Puzzled Penguin just missed the x and y axis. He mixed up the locations. And that's the end of the lesson here. So just spend a little bit of time on this, doing some practice. IXL is great for practicing pointing coordinate pairs and plotting them. And you should develop mastery, no problem.